Welcome students, and today we are going to see the remaining quadrants. In previous class we have seen 0 to 90 value, not in previous class. Already you learnt in lower classes what are the values for sine, cos, tan and their co-functions. From 0 to 90 we have seen, right? And also previous class I taught for 180 all the 6 functions, 270 all the 6 functions and 360 all the 6 functions, right? And now we are going to see for the remaining quadrants. See what are the values you have seen for 0 to 90 for sine, cos, tan and all the co-functions. The same value will be repeated for the second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. The only thing is the sign differs. So same value will be repeated, sign only change. So we have to find that. So we must know what in which quadrant what will take positive sign, what will take negative sign. So for that I have given a small hint that write like this: all students take chocolates. All students take chocolate. In anti-clockwise direction you have to write. All means all the 6 functions are positive in the first quadrant. Is yes means sine. Sine's friend is cosecant. So sine and cosecant alone is positive. Here t, so tan's friend is cot, so tan and cot are positive. Here c is cos friend is secant, so cos and secant are positive. So all positive, sine and cosecant is positive, tan and cot is positive, cos and secant is positive. So you must know this. All students take chocolates. Okay. Now coming to the quadrant. Okay. Now the theta is in the first quadrant, all is positive, no problem. You can directly write the value. Theta in the second quadrant. Theta in the second quadrant means here. So here in the second quadrant, you can write any value. If it is here means you can write it as 90 plus theta or 180 plus theta. You can write it as 90 plus theta or 180 minus theta. 90 plus theta or 180 minus theta. Okay. Suppose theta lies in the third quadrant. Third quadrant means 180 plus 270 minus. 180 plus 270 minus. Suppose in the fourth quadrant means 0 minus or 270 plus. So 0 minus theta can be minus theta. Okay. And you must know that 0 is also 360, 720 and 1080. So it is multiple of 360. So you can either take 0 or 360, 720, 1180. All the values are same. It means if you see all these 3 values, you can simply put 0. So you must know this, which is very important. Now coming to how to write the theta value. Okay. If you have 0 plus or minus theta, or if you have 270 plus or minus theta, see 0 plus or minus theta, 90 plus or minus theta or 270 plus or minus theta if you have. Okay, if you have these set of values, sine will be changing as cos and cos will be changing as sine, tan to cot and cot to tan, cosecant to secant, secant to cosecant. Suppose if it is 180 plus or minus theta, there won't be any change. Sine is sine, cos is cos, tan is tan, the same only. Here only there will be changes. And if you see minus theta, sine minus theta, you can take the minus outside. Similarly for cosecant, you can take the minus outside. Similarly for cot, you can take the minus outside. In tan also, you can take the minus outside. But for cos and secant, minus you cannot take outside. That will be automatically disappeared. Okay, so cos minus theta is cos theta, secant minus theta is secant theta. So these are all the rules you must know. Without these rules, you cannot do any trigonometric calculations hereafter and even in the 12th standard also. So you must first of all identify the quadrant, then the sign value in the quadrant, then how to write it, 90 plus or minus or 270 plus or minus, like that. Then you can easily find the problem. Exercise 3.3, sum number 1, subdivision 1. You are asked to find the sine value 480. So sine 480 is more than 360. I told that you must remember 360, 720, 1080 and the multiples of 360. So it is after 360. So I can write this as 360 plus 120. I told that 360 multiple of any 360 can be considered as 0. So I put 0 here. So 0 plus 120 is sine 120. Now you have to find the 120 value. 120 lies in which quadrant means second quadrant. You know that very well. So I propose two methods here. So the easiest method is this. This is also easy, but you may commit mistakes sometimes. So always try to have this, right? Method 1 says you can write 120 as I told that if the theta lies in the second quadrant, you can write it as 180 minus theta or 90 plus theta. So 180 minus means 180 minus 60 is 120. 90 plus 30 is also 120. So two ways, right? If you write it as 180 plus or minus theta, there is no change. I told that. So there is no change. First you identify the sign. Theta lies in the second quadrant. Second quadrant, students, all students. So students means yes, sign is positive. So I put a positive sign. Write the sign as it is. Write only the angle value as positive. So 60 degree. Sin 60 from the table is root 3 by 2. Second method, it is 90. The same way 120 lies in the second quadrant. So I put positive here. But if you write it as 90 plus or minus theta, sign will change into cos. There is a rule. So I have to write sine into cos. Then you write only the angle value after the plus or after the minus as 30. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So both are same. But the difficult part is where you will commit mistake is the changing the sign into cos. So this part you may commit mistake. So always try to write with 180 plus or minus theta or 0 plus or minus theta. Right. Now subdivision 7. Sine minus 11 pi by 3. So I told that sine minus theta is minus sine theta. So it is minus theta. So I take the minus outside. Now we have to find the value of this. So 11 pi by 3. So to take it into, convert into degree, 180 by pi. Pi and pi will be cancelled. So this 3 goes with 180 60 times. So 11 into 60 is 660. So this is nothing but 660. Now 660 is between 360 and 720. Isn't it? Multiples, isn't it? 0, 360, 70, 1080. So it is coming in between this. So you can either write it as 360 plus or 720 minus. So it is nearby 720. So I take it as 720 minus. Even you can write it as 360 plus, you will get the value. So 720 minus 60 is 660, right? Okay. Now 720 is nothing but 0. I told that multiples of 360. So I can put it 0 here. So 0 minus 60. 0 minus 60 is minus 60. Take this minus inside. So you can even take the minus outside also. Sine minus theta is minus sine theta. So taking minus outside or taking this minus inside, make it positive. So sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Here a point is given in sum number 2. A point is given. And that points make an angle theta in the standard position. Find all the 6 trigonometric functions. So see this diagram. This diagram, you see both the value of x and y are positive. So theta is in the first quadrant. So I simply mark a point x, y. I draw a line perpendicular to x-axis. I make an angle theta. Okay. So x value is written in the x-axis and y value is this is also written. You have to find the hypotenuse. I consider as z. Okay, so you have to find the value of z. So you know that to find the value of z, hypotenuse, it is square root of sum of the squares of other two sides. So 5 by 7 the whole square plus 2 root 6 by 7 the whole square. 5 square 25, 7 square 49, 2 square 4, 4 into 6 is 24 by 49. Right. So again when you add it, 49 by 49 is 1. Root of 1 is 1. So hypotenuse value is 1. So opposite side is this. Adjacent side, opposite side is 2 root 6 by 7. Adjacent side is 5 by 7. From this I have written, and the hypotenuse is 1. Now you know that theta lies in the first quadrant. First quadrant, all trigonometrical values are positive. Now sine theta is opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite value is this. Hypotenuse is 1 divided by 1 is the same. Cosecant is inverse of sine theta. So just write the reciprocal. Cos theta is adjacent side by hypotenuse, which is 5 by 7 divided by 1. Hypotenuse is 1. So secant theta is reciprocal. So 7 by 5. tan theta is sin theta by cos theta. So which is sin theta value divided by cos theta value. Sin theta value divided by cos theta value. 7 and 7 cancel. Root 2 into 6 by 5. Cot theta is reciprocal. So 5 by root 2 6. See, all the trigonometrical values are positive because theta lies in the first quadrant. Now same like the previous problem, you are asked to find the value of 5 trigonometrical function. Remaining 5 trigonometrical function given that tan theta is equal to minus 2. So, and also given that theta lies in the second quadrant. You know that tan theta is opposite side by adjacent side. So, opposite side is minus 2. There is no adjacent side. So, you can consider by 1. Right. So, minus 2 by 1. Opposite side value will we can take any value as positive. I mean a length, whatever it might be, it is positive. So, I have taken the modulus value as 2 and adjacent is 1. Then we can put sign later wise. So opposite side, adjacent side, and theta. Hypotenuse, you know that the root of 2 square is 4, 1 square is 1, so root 5. So opposite side, adjacent side, hypotenuse. So question is given that theta lies in the second quadrant. Second quadrant, when you write the rule, what is that? Second quadrant is sine. Sine and cosecant are positive. So remaining, I have to put minus. So we have to do that. So now we'll see the remaining values. Sin theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite by hypotenuse is opposite side divided by hypotenuse side. Cosecant is just the reciprocal. Both are positive. But for cos and tan, I put minus in the front. Okay. So adjacent side by hypotenuse. 1 by root 5, put a minus, then write the reciprocal. Tan theta is already given in the question minus 2 and its reciprocal is cot theta. Now the next problem, sum number 4, which is a very important 5-mark question. Now see here, sum number 4, it is very simple also. You can easily find the value. It's given a statement that left hand side we have to prove as right hand side, which is equal to cos square theta into cot theta. Okay, fine. Now I have written the question here, and for reference we have taken this sine table. Okay, I mean the sine, SIGN sine table. Now you know that all students take chocolate. Now first you see cot. Cot 180 plus theta. 180 plus theta means it is in the third quadrant. 180 plus theta, it's in the third quadrant. Third quadrant tan and its friend cot is positive. Here given cot, so I put plus. So if you write 180 plus theta, no change. So simply write cot, write the angle. Coming to the second part, it is 90 minus theta. 90 minus means in the first quadrant all positive. So I put positive. But if you write 90 plus or minus theta, sine becomes cos. So sine becomes cos, write only the angle theta. Then cos minus theta is simply cos theta, you know that. Now sine 270 plus theta. So 270 plus theta is in the fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant cos is positive. So sine is negative. Since sine is negative, I put a minus sign. And 270 plus or minus theta means sine becomes cos, write only the angle theta. Tan minus theta is minus tan theta. Cosecant 360, I told that multiples of 360. So 0 plus theta is theta only. Right? Now it is simplification. And you see here cos square, cos into cos square theta into cot theta. Now minus into minus becomes plus. So cos theta is written as it is. And you see here the tan theta has been written as sin theta by cos theta. Cosecant theta is 1 by sin theta. Sin and sin cancel, cos and can cancel. So in the denominator you have only 1. So we got the answer that cos square theta into cot theta. Sum number 5, find all the angles between 0 and 360 which satisfies the equation sin square theta is equal to 3 by 4. Sin square theta is equal to 3 by 4 means sin theta is equal to plus or minus root of 3 by 4. So sin theta is equal to plus or minus root 3 by 2. Okay. Now you see here you have two values, positive and negative value. So now you have to check in sine in which quadrant and all positive. Sine is positive in the first quadrant and the second quadrant. All positive, sine positive. So this root 3 by 2 positive 2 value will come here. And the negative value will come in these two places. So you have a root 3 value either positive or negative that comes in all the 4 quadrant. We have to say what is that value. So you previously we learned this is theta means you can write this just 180 minus theta. This quadrant you can write it as 180 plus theta. This is minus theta or 360 minus theta. So first you find the theta. Theta already we have found, which is root 3 by 2. Substitute it here, you will get the answer. So see here, theta is 60. See here, root 3 by 2 comes in sine 60, first quadrant. So theta is equal to 60. I told that you can also write it as 180 minus theta for the second quadrant. So 180 minus theta is 180 minus 60, which is 120. So in theta 120, also you will get the same value, root 3 by 2. Now coming to the minus side. The minus side come in the third and the fourth quadrant. You have to write it as 180 plus theta or 360 minus theta. So 180 plus theta and 360 minus theta I have written. Theta is 60. So 180 plus 60 is 240. So in 240 you will get minus root 3 by 2. The same way here 360 minus theta. So 360 minus 60, which is 300. So here in 300 also you have got the same value. So it means theta is equal to 60 degree, 120, 240, and in 300 you get sine square is equal to 3 by 4. Now this is another important question. Show that sine square pi by 18 and pi by 19, 7 pi by 18 and 4 pi by 19 summation is equal to 2. First you must convert this into degree to know the exact value. So pi by 18, pi by 9, 7 pi by 18 and 4 pi by 19, all value we have to multiply it by 180 by pi, so you will get the trigonometry degree value. So here pi and pi cancel, 18 with 180 goes 10 times, so 10 degree. So sine pi by 18 is sine 10. Similarly 180 by pi and pi cancel, 9 goes for 20 times, so it is sine 20. Similarly here pi and pi cancel, 18 with 180 is 10, 7 into 10 is 70, so it is 70 degree. And 4 pi by 19, pi and pi cancel, 9 goes for 2 times, so 20 times, 4 into 20 is 80, so it is sine 80. So substitute all these value here and you have to get the value. Okay, I substituted the value sine 10, sine 20, 70 and 80. Since square, all the square has also been substituted. Now you know that 10 can be written as 90 minus 80 and 20 can be written as 90 minus 70. So 90 plus or minus theta, it is in the first quadrant. This is also in the first quadrant, so all positive. But when you write 90 plus or minus theta, sign becomes cos. So cos 80. Similarly, cos 70. These two you must not change. Now you know that sine square theta plus cos square theta. If the theta is same, when you add sine square and cos square, it is 1. So sine square 70 plus cos square 70 is 1. And sine square 80 plus cos square 80 is also 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So that's all about this exercise. Homework sums in sum number 1, subdivision 2 to 6. And sum number 3, subdivision 1 to 3 and 5 you have to do it as homework. And that's all today's class. Thank you.